I spent about $6,000 trying to figure out how to day trade like Ross Cameron. I bought his course, I followed the strategy. Some days I would make a little bit of money and some days I would lose a lot of money. And I did that until I just kind of got to the point, like I think I was down like $6,000 or $7,000 for the whole thing. I was just like, that's it, we're done with day trading. It's not for me. And I started looking into swing trading and trendline trading, and I was watching Tory Trades on YouTube, and I was like, hey, you know, this actually seems a lot more stable and manageable than this very chaotic hyper scalping strategy that I was trying to teach myself. It was like literally ruining my life. So I started watching Tory Trades videos and a few other of the YouTubers out there and started learning how to draw out trend lines, how to do top-down analysis, and it actually started clicking, and I was making probably $1,000 to $2,000 every single month as I was doing it. And it was exciting to learn about and exciting to teach people about it. I was talking to people at work about it, friends, family, and kind of got quite a few people into it. And I was trying to think to myself, like, how do I make this more accessible to everybody? Like, everybody should know how to trendline trade or swing trade without having to learn about how to draw all of the trend lines. And it's not rocket science learning how to draw trend lines, but trying to find the right stocks to get into at the right time. You can spend, you know, an hour a day digging through charts to find the right opportunities. And well, let's just say I found a better solution, or not that I found a better solution, I made a better solution for myself, and I used it for a couple months, and then I was like, I gotta share this with people. And it was honestly crazy. I started TrendlineFinder.com. It is exactly what it sounds like. It is a whole platform that I built from scratch. I'm not using any other charts integrations from like TradingView or anywhere. Everything is scratch built, the algorithms that build the trend lines on multiple time frames, and it's all automatic. On the left-hand side of the website, you have all of your filters. You can select from your market sector, your cap range, the average daily volume, whether the stock is trending up, trending down. But the key metric here that makes this tool so much better than, I swear, like any other website I've looked at, is the bounce threshold option. This is a percentage that, well, let me tell you how I do this. When I'm trendline trading, I'm not like super picky about what stock I trade. I'm just trying to find, if this is the trend line going up, could be going down, but let's just say this one's going up. I am looking to find pretty much any stock that is at the bounce point. That is, I'm not looking to find a stock that's about to get into a reversal. I'm trying to find a stock that is about to bounce off of the trend line. Just because it's hit it so many times, it is very likely to bounce off of it again. So this bounce threshold lets you set how many percent you want to be able to find stocks off of that trend line. So you can set it as low as 0.5%, 0.2%. You're not gonna get a lot of results. You might get some, but you know, you set it for like 1 or 2%. And this just lets you know that these stocks that the scanner is going to show you right here are about to bounce off of this line potentially. They obviously could fall through, but statistically looking at the trend lines, they just kind of keep on going. So when you set the bounce threshold, you can use your quick scan. That uses mathematics to basically very fast calculate thousands of tickers, draw out trend lines all in the background without you having to do a single thing, and calculate this bounce threshold. Once you do that, there's a deep scan option. There's a deep scan option for pro members that lets you fine tune it even further to find stocks that are even closer to the bounce point and have other metrics like their PE, their average daily volume, their earnings. It takes all of this data and consolidates it to let you know, hey, this stock looks really good. This is worth taking a look at. Once you find some different stocks you want to look at, you can add them to your watch list. You can click into them to see the chart. You'll notice that there are already trend lines drawn out on all of the charts for you. You don't have to go and draw anything out, try to find different indicators on TradingView. This platform literally does it all for you. And it kind of works like TradingView in the fact that you can like zoom into the chart, zoom out, pan on the price side on the right-hand side to either compress or expand the chart vertically. There's a lot of different things you can do here. But the key thing is that this is allowing you to see what is likely 20 of the stocks that are closest to this bounce point. And I'll basically open this up every morning. I'll go through, I'll try to find some stocks I like. Again, this isn't like a golden rule. This is just giving you as many indicators as possible to tell you that, hey, this stock looks pretty good. And now you should do a little bit of your own due diligence to figure out if this stock is worth purchasing. So you go out, you scan, you deep scan, you do your AI analysis. whatever you need to do, and then you look through all of these charts. And usually you only have to look through like maybe 2 to 5 of them to find a really good candidate. And that's basically it. Last month I made about $1,750 between trading in my Roth IRA and my personal account at Webull. And it's doing exactly this: opening my charting platform, TrendlineFinder.com, scanning for stocks, finding ones that are at a bounce point, and then I'm not holding on to these things long. I'll hold on for like, it is almost always under a week unless the stock is looking really strong. But I'm just buying at support, selling on resistance, and I will do that consistently until it breaks through the trend and has a reversal, and then I call it quits at that point. And I'm typically trading in share sizes of about $4,000 to $5,000 for a single position, which I know is a lot, but you could do it with $100 or $500 depending on the stocks that you're looking at. I have just found that like if I want to make enough money to make a trade worth it, I try to go in with like $4,000 or $5,000 for a share size. I use Webull. I've had a lot of luck with it. I've also used E-Trade for my Roth IRA. So I jump around to different platforms. Webull I just think is a little bit more modern and fun, I guess, where E-Trade is like, it's for the old dogs, you know. Now, 100%, you can have a free account on TradingView and you can draw out all of your own trend lines. There's even some indicators out there, but most of them do not work very well. Everything on this platform is custom made. These trend lines get as close as I have seen any algorithmic engine out there calculate trend lines in real time. And I'm obviously a little bit biased. This is my own platform. I have spent dozens and dozens and dozens of hours coding this thing to make it as perfect as can be. And every day I'm making little improvements. I'm dialing in the trend lines a little bit more because all of this is like algorithmic. It's not like AI, like there are AI features in this, but the trend lines are calculated with just math and drawing out these lines in the background. And in order to get a trend line to show up, because you're trying to get trend lines that have like at least 3 touch points, you have to have a little bit of a threshold. It cannot be perfect or you will almost never get any results. So you have to allow like 0.25% of a threshold. So you will notice when using this platform that there's going to be quite a few candles breaking through trend lines, a small amount, sometimes more than others. But that's why this platform is made to give you as much information as possible, but nobody can make the answer on what you guys should be buying except for you. So take everything with a grain of salt, look at it with your own eyes. We have a feature for pro members that allows you to click onto the end of a trend line and drag it up to a different candle if you think that the candle should be in a different spot. By default, we put out 1 year of data on 4-hour candlesticks. I am trying to make this platform as solid as possible. And by adding in like 1 minute, 5 minute, 15, 30, 1 hour, by adding in so many different time frames and candle lengths, the platform was getting to be more inaccurate. So I dialed it back to just 4 hours and 1 year of trend lines drawn out on 4 different time frames. You have 1 year, 6 month, 90 days, and 30 days. Because we're not looking to make money overnight. These are like typically, like I said, about 1 week positions that we're holding onto these things for. So I choose 4 hours because you lose a lot of that noise and you actually get a trend line that can be pretty strong. If you guys have any questions about how all of this works, there's going to be a link in the description down below to TrendlineFinder. You can hit the contact button. It's only me. So if you message me on there, I'm happy to talk with you guys about this, or shoot me an email, or let me know in the comments down below just if you have any questions on it. I'd love to go back and forth with you guys. That's it. I don't really have anything else for this video. I just wanted to make this video because I was making videos on day trading through Ross Cameron's course, and it was quite literally ruining my life. Nothing against Ross Cameron, nothing against day traders that scalp like that. You can definitely make a lot of money doing it. It just wasn't for me. It was too stressful. Like, it was literally affecting my marriage because I was so freaking stressed out. So I needed to find something that was, holding on to something for like days or a little over a week or sometimes a couple weeks, so that nothing is that fast moving. You have time to calculate a stop loss, your take profit, in everything. You're not like, oh, news is out. Okay, we got to buy this. Okay, we buy it. We sell it. Like, that's like, I swear to God, sometimes how fast stuff was happening when it was coming to scalping. So this, it's like, oh, I look for a ticker I like for 10 minutes. I find a chart. I buy in. I wait a couple days, 3, 4, 5 days, a week, and then I sell it and I make my money and I get out. I usually try to set a stop loss depending on if I'm on Webull or I'm on E-Trade. I don't do it on E-Trade, I do it on Webull sometimes, just so that I can be that much more hands-off. I have the pattern I'm looking for, I set the process in place, and I can walk away from it and take the money away when I'm done. I've literally been up working on this thing night after night after night. I'm exhausted. So, link in description down below if you guys want to go check out trendlinefinder.com. I'd love it if you guys let me know in the comments what you guys think of it. That's it. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.